Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Sande. Welcome to this amazing YouTube channel. It's _Sande, coming live here in Nairobi, Kenya. So, happy holidays, happy Easter. We're in the holiday mood, the Easter Good Friday holiday mood. Today's on a Saturday, so we're still in the mood of the holiday. So, if it's your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel. For the frequent viewers, thank you so much for coming back to watch this amazing channel. The sun is out, the place is looking amazing. Look at the nice, lovely environment today. Very bright sun. The skies are blue. It really rained yesterday night. That's why we have such kind of a nice, lovely environment today. So, for the frequent viewers, thank you so much for coming back to watch this amazing channel. So today we're going to have a very interesting topic today, keeping in mind that we're in the holiday Easter, Good Friday Easter holiday mood. That means we're going to compare it to those years back then when it used to be a real holiday mood. But at the moment things have really changed so far. It's never the way it used to be. As I can remember very well, those years back, let's say in 2011, 2012, 2013 in Nairobi, things were really different on this Christmas Eve. It was very rare to see people around because people used to travel to the villages. So that's the topic today. So let's enjoy the topic as we just show you around, as we move around here, as we have a conversation. So this is the Treadill Road. I've shown this place severally, but I love it because of how beautiful it is. Very nice trees on the other side, and it's during the rainy season, so the rains are here, raining each and every day. At night it rained very much, so you know that when the rains are there, we expect the place to be this very green. So that's the good thing about the rains. They make the environment green and purely green. So I'm gonna do a small stroll as we do that conversation for like a little bit, 3 kilometers, just 3 kilometers down to the other side. It's kind of still very well maintained in terms of this silent, the area, and also the place in how it has been built. So there's a school here called Creche. It's an international school. Look at it. So it's an international school. And you know, us being in this place, being in a rich neighborhood, we expect to have such kind of schools. That's what you need to expect to have. So if you observe keenly on the roads, there are less vehicles around today, because during the Christmas Eve, during the Easter Eve, I don't know why I'm confusing the two. During the Easter and Good Friday Eve, people get off work from Fridays to Mondays. So like 4 days of relaxing and just enjoying your happy moments at home and with your family. Those are like 4 good days of just relaxing and enjoying. So most people are not yet to work for those 4 days. They don't go to work, and that's why I'm telling you, things have really changed. Many years back, let's say that last 8-10 years, Nairobi used to be like vacated during the Christmas Eve, during the Easter Eve holidays. We could see very less people around, you know. The reason being, people used to travel to the villages, call them the shacks. So people tended to go to the villages to meet their families, especially the extended ones, you know. So that means Nairobi used to be really evacuated. You could see less people around those days. Very less people. The roads were really open, like there were less vehicles on the roads, less activities, you know. And that means those days money used to be there, you know. So the money used to be there. That's why you could see less activities. Even the shops, people used to close the shops on Easter Eve holidays. But nowadays a lot has changed. So these days, due to the tough economic situation, you find that still have people around Nairobi. many people are in Nairobi, by the way. Many people are still around, just continuing with their normal business activities because of the what you call they are unable to. They are not able to go to the villages because they don't have that enough money to do so. But those days, it used to be a normal thing for people to go to the villages. It was just normalcy, you know, and that used to happen frequently. This is the roundabout. You can see that the vehicles are moving around the roundabout. The sun is really hot today. Very hot sun today. So that's the thing that has really changed at the moment, you know. The way people used to celebrate the Easter, it's not the same. Nowadays it's still different because of lack of more of say capital. So people are kind of sticking in Nairobi but being in the houses. So the option they had of going to the villages nowadays is no longer there. So they just stick to Nairobi, but they just stick to Nairobi without going to the villages. You can see some guys here moving around the bikes. Wewe Paulo, wewe kwani umechoka? Niaje? Uko gangari? Kwani umechoka? So these are my friends. They're heading to work. So going down this way. Hey! So going down this way on this Treadill Road. Very nice road that's been built. Very perfect way. Look at that bird there. Called the Hadada ibis. Hadada ibis. Some tree with some flowers on it. Nandi flame. The green, just the beauty, you know. Green is always beauty, man. You know, the green spaces are always beauty. So you can see the roads are not that busy. That shows you that people are at home, relaxing and at home with less activities today. This is fell here. It's a big shrub of tree. We are doing some exercise around here, you know. So, as we were saying, now it's more busy compared to those days in Nairobi. I mean, Nairobi used to be very silent during the Easter and Good Friday Eve. It used to be very silent. People are not around. So that the question is, are people broke? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves. Are they broke to an extent of not going to the villages? You know? Because they're just around, they're just moving around, just chilling in Nairobi, in the estates, you know. So the question is, are Nairobians broke? And that will show you that maybe they're broke, you know. That's a sign of like they're broke because, you know, according to you expect that having 4 days, 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days of off duty or holiday. Expect people to go like in the villages, especially people who live around just close to Nairobi. People from Nyeri, Meru even is not that far. Meru, there's a guy with an e-bike there. So people from Meru, Nyeri, Naivasha, Nakuru, you expect them to go to the villages because you know it's there are 4 days, you know. 4 days is a lot. 4 days is a lot of time. There are 4 days of just kind of relaxing and visiting your families. So, but now, because of the lack of money, they tend to be in Nairobi, you know. Just chill in Nairobi and be around. That shows that the power of the pocket has gone down. That's for sure, guys. So, let's have this nice tall tree. There's someone walking the dog there. Very nice morning walk for the dogs. It's very important by day. So if you have a dog at home, make sure you do some exercise for it. Just take it around so that it strolls around. Just enjoys the environment around. Because some may end up having what to call obese. They grow very big. So if you don't take them around and just show them around and then make them do some exercise, you might end up having very lazy dogs. We have always had this issue here, the drainage issue. I think they need to fix it. I think there's some water coming from that side and just stagnates here. So they need to have like to dig a tunnel that heads to the other side. You can see the way this place is very silent at the moment. Very silent, Very silent. Very silent. So on the comment section, just tell us if you are in Nairobi or have you traveled to the village. That's the question now. Have you traveled to the village? And if you haven't, where you are at the moment, where you are staying, are there a lot of people around? Just tell us on the comment section, because people tend to believe that when they have like 4 days, they need to go and visit the villages. We call them the shaggy. But nowadays, the problem is money. Kenyans are really passing through tough economic times. Most of them tough economic times. So such kind of things, they might consider them as a luxury. And keeping in mind that schools are reopening in 1 week time, that means that they tend to avoid overspending. Like, let me spend this money but not that much. Also there's a challenge with going to the villages, because remember, when you go to the village, you need to have you need to have 4 people. Let's say you have like a family of 5. That means all of them needs to spend. You spend like 5 people on the traffic, on the roads fare. So you find that the transportation has been a challenge. That you need to have a lot of money to move from one place to another. Let's say if you are in the Nairobi, you want to go to a place like Kakamega, Then the funny thing, during those years, people used to hike. The matatu guys, or the transportation used to be hiked during the Easter holidays. But people used to travel, So even if they hike it, people used to travel. But nowadays, if you just do a hike of the transportation, no one travels, People have no money. So even I know the fare is not that high. So that's another case, guys. The Treadill Road. Look at the way the Chinese contractors made a perfect road here. Very perfect, very classy, I once did a video about it. Some guys were like, no, it's expensive, but to me, cheap is expensive. You better just invest in something that gonna give you back your money. So it's just an amazing investment. Look at the tree. Then this one, they did it so well to avoid like poor drainage, water going down. So they really did a very nice work here. And it's perfectly done. Perfectly done. That's the word. Perfectly done. Got the it's a 4-way, Then there are some other routes that lead to the other side, like Kitisuri. So gonna go to a kind of a more silent area on this other side to explore the Kitisuru. Kitisuru, that word usually confuses me a lot. Kitisuru. I think that's the best way to call it. Kitisuru. That tree growing very well. To be a very nice big tree. It grows to be a very massive tree. This one here, very massive. I wish I'll show you one that is fully grown. If I come across it, very big tree, a very big tree. But usually looks like a very soft wood tree. That's the problem now. So though it's very big, I can just encourage you not to grow it close to the house, because it's very massive, very strong. Even the weight is kind of more bigger weight. But now it can cause you some issues when if there's like strong winds. Don't plant it close to the house, but plant it away from the house. But it'll make the environment look so nice. That's for sure. So nice. There's some birds on these holes on this other edge. I did a video about it. You can just go and check it out on this channel. Whereby the topic, I think the title was the birds have invaded the Treadill Road. There are plenty of birds. There are swallows, or the bands. There are swallows or the sift. There might be swallows on these holes here. Let me try to distract them a little bit. So you're able to see what I'm saying. Let me distract them for a minute. I'm into their zone now, so I expect them to retaliate. See, like that one there, now moving up and down. You know that I'm coming. See them? Many of them here. So it's like they are breeding on these holes here. You know, let's get closer to it. Let's see. There are some of them here. You can see them. Many of them are now on there, just moving around, trying to warn me that get out of my territory. Let me give you space, guys. Have no bad intentions. I'm just a nice bird. This area is kind of a big flower area. They do some flowers, they plant some yams and so on. Very big area for farming here. Very nice, lovely flowers. This end here. And then they rely on the water to like irrigate the flowers and the yams. That means they have consistent water supply, so they're able to sell flowers throughout throughout the year, because when it's dry, they have water, they irrigate it. So now heading to Kitisuru. Let me hope that's the correct way to call it. Kitisuru. Very nice road, very lovely road here. Very nice road here. Heading to Kitisuru. He wants to cross the bridge. Kitisuru. Yaje bana? Unataka kuvuka?
Bwana.
Hii sinakaa kuna maji sana.
Bwana.
Hapo ni noma.
Temto.
So there's that guy there wanted to cross the river from that side. But now I was telling him that the water level is very high, so he opted to use the other route. You know, this is a shortcut to go to Gashie. Just cross here, then you go up to Gashie. But now when it gets this high, kind of flooded, it's risky. You know, you might go and assume the depth, then you find yourself getting deep inside the river. Like the other guys on that side, I think they want to cross, but I don't know if they'll be able to cross. Some guys on that other edge, they don't think they'll be able to cross here. So the water levels are very high. You can see them. Let's see what they'll do. Those guys down there, I can see there's two guys there. I don't know if they can be able to cross it. They can't. They have opted to relax. Sometimes this water level goes very high, very high, especially when it's during the rain season, like at the moment. So you can see them there, can't cross. They cannot. So sometimes it gets tough, you know. So they usually come from that road up there. There's a road there. There's a road down this way. Then when we reach here, we cross from that side. There's a river down here. There. That's where we cross from. But now when it rains like this, it's a tough situation. So guys, as we wind up about the Nairobi thing, sometimes lack of money will just change the economic growth, you know, and also the lifestyle of people. So for sure, those years people used to go to the villages during this Christmas. This is the Easter holiday. I don't know why I'm still calling it Christmas, because I know it's a long holiday. The Good Friday Easter holidays people tended to go to the villages and enjoy there. But due to the tough economic times, things have really changed. So nowadays people are relaxing in Nairobi. That's why you see a lot of people around in Nairobi. If you go to the market areas, people are just chilling at the homes. There are a lot of people in their homes at the moment. But now the holiday will go till on Monday. Then work will resume on Tuesday. So from Tuesday, things will get to normalcy. But this is the right time to move around Nairobi, because there's less vehicles on the road. There's no traffic at all. So if you're moving from one area to another, it gets very easy for you, because you're able to travel very easily. So that's another thing. That's the best part of it. If you want to travel around, just do it when it's during this Christmas holiday. So there's a place here that I discovered it has plenty of birds. Very many birds here. It's kind of a bird area. Very many birds. We just listen to some. Some bronze sunbirds here. Bronze sunbird. This one's here. It's a bronze sunbirds. So the reason why it's kind of a bad area is because people are doing some farming around here. You can see the maize farms down there. Then there's a lot of space that has not been occupied by buildings. So it makes it a very nice area for for birders to come and enjoy birding, you know. And then the sun is really hot. But this around, it's just morning hours. It's 9:30. It looks like it's around 12 because the sun is very hot today. But due to the rains, you know when it rains at night, normally the days are always hot. That's how the climate tends to behave. Whenever it rains at night, the next day there will be plenty of sun. You know. So there are many farms on that side. I don't know if you can be able to see them. All these are farms, planting maize. Mostly are maize. People are really digging. Then Gashie is on the other hand. That's Gashie. You know. So one day I'll look for a link to just do a farming, to go and do some farming with some guys here for a day. Like let's say planting of maize and weeding. I look for someone who has a farm here. Then you're gonna go and experience that kind of farming in the richest neighborhood, you know. Because for sure, the farms are in a really, can say, in a really rich neighborhood. Very rich neighborhood here. Land value here is not something to joke about. See plenty of birds here. Some which are I'm not able to identify. It means there's a different habitat here. These are the lantana camaras. Call them the cats of India. The cats of India. They are invasive, so that they are growing very fast. They colonize the environment. You know, the cats of India. This one's here. Some people tend to use them to do the fencing at home. But now, or the farms I mean, but you need to control their growth, because if you don't weed them frequently, they're gonna be like all over your farm. So you need to know how to control them, control their growth somehow. So thank you so much guys for watching, and just tell us on the comment section if you went to the village or not, and what's your experience about the Christmas Eve this year compared to them, let's say 5 years back. Is there any difference? To me, I've seen there's plenty of difference by there. It's a very huge difference, because those years people tend to be really enjoying themselves in the villages, but nowadays they're in here. There's a bird that is down there. White isolated flycatcher. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. We are heading to 4,000 subscribers. So in 3, 2, 1, hit that subscription button. Then remember to turn on the notification that whenever we upload a video, also you'll be able to enjoy and watch it. So see you in the next video. Goodbye.